Ode Francis, KTN News, Nairobi.
The opposition has rejected the proposed 4.2 trillion shilling budget by the Kenya Kwanza government for the upcoming 2024-2025 financial year. Led by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, members of the opposition said the budget will only subject Kenyans to more taxation amid the high cost of living and further force the government to overborrow despite promising to cut down expenditure and borrowing. As KTN's David Mudoka reports, the opposition has warned of a more painful and disastrous year should the budget be approved as is.
A few days after it emerged that the government is preparing a budget of 4.2 trillion shillings for the fast approaching 2024-2025 financial year, the opposition has rejected the proposed budget, which if passed will become Kenya's biggest ever. Led by Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, Azimio said that the budget presents more harm than good to Kenyans who are currently overburdened by taxes and the cost of living by increasing taxes and advocating for government borrowing amid the harsh economic times in the country.
As a coalition party, we believe that Kenyans will thrive when we cut, not when we increase taxes. The BPS reviews lofty figures in terms of revenue with huge deficits. We believe that the country will thrive when the regime moderates its expenditure, reduces wastages, and adopts a rights and zero-based budgeting approach. The Budget Policy Statement 2024 is high-sounding, vague with promising titles, but only intends to raise expenditures and to spend what we don't even have.
The opposition members have warned that if the budget is not revised downwards, Kenyans should brace for even tougher times ahead.
All indicators point to the fact that life is deteriorating, not improving. The cost of life remains high as the cost of every basic item continues to go up. We are staring at a second disastrous and painful year under Kenya Kwanza.
If the budget remains as is, the Wiper party leader further told the President William Ruto administration to prepare to deal with the consequences of its actions.
There are strong indications that things will get worse. As a coalition, we however refuse to ask you to tighten your belts again. You have already done enough. The ball is squarely in the court of this regime. They either act swiftly and lower the cost of living by reducing taxation, wastages, and wanton theft of public money, or await the fate that has fallen other insensitive and incompetent regimes across the continent.
This as Kalonzo took a swipe at members of parliament who recently voted for the affordable housing bill that is now before its last hurdle at the floor of the Senate. The Wiper leader appealed to senators to shoot down the bill that once passed will see the 1.5% housing levy deductions resume in full force. David Muthoka, KTN News, Nairobi.
Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nahumicha has called for an upward review of the budgetary